Everybody selling books on Amazon thinks they're stuck choosing between two options, and both of them feel terrible. Option 1, you pour money into Amazon ads and watch it disappear faster than the sales come in. Option 2, you wait and you hope, and you tell yourself that organic will kick in eventually, maybe someday if you just publish enough books. And you sit there frozen between those two for months, sometimes years, while your book does nothing. So let me tell you what I actually do, because it's neither of those. I don't run ads, I don't wait around hoping the algorithm notices me, and I don't have some massive following pushing my books either. What I've got is a system, and that system has a name. I call it organic publishing, and it's the same system that took one of my books to over $180,000 in royalties across 3 years, with no ads ever. Here's the part that sounds too good. This system is free to build. Not free like a trial, free like the thing you're building actually pays you while you build it. And I'll show you exactly how that works. I get asked some version of this constantly. How do I market my book? Isn't organic painfully slow? And are ads the only real way to get seen? So I want to answer all of that properly, because once you see how the system fits together, you stop choosing between those two bad options entirely. Let's get into it. Think about the last time you sat down to actually market a book you'd published. You probably opened up your ad dashboard, set a budget, picked some keywords, and within a week you were down $50, $100, $200 with almost nothing to show for it. Or you didn't run ads at all and you just refreshed your sales page hoping the number moved on its own. Both of those feel like the only paths, because they're the only two anyone in this space ever talks about. And here's what nobody says out loud. Ads and waiting are not your only options. They're just the two everybody defaults to because they take no real thinking. Ads feel like action because money is moving. Waiting feels safe because you're not risking anything. But neither one is a system, and that's why neither one reliably works. A system is a different thing entirely. It's something you build once that keeps working without you feeding it money every single day. That's what organic publishing is. And the reason I can tell you it works is that I've watched one book built on it earn over $180,000 in 3 years on a completely made up title with no keywords in it, promoted with content I made myself for free. That's not theory. That's the thing actually running. I talk to publishers all the time who've been sitting on the fence about this for a year, sometimes two. They tell me organic sounds nice, but it takes too long, so they keep stacking up more books instead. Or they keep telling themselves they'll start making content next month. And then I check in later and it's the same story, just further down the road. The book still isn't selling, and now another year's gone. Here's the thing about that wait. The time passes either way. You can spend the next 12 months building a system that compounds, or you can spend the next 12 months deciding whether it's worth it. And at the end of those 12 months, one of you has a business and the other one has a slightly older book that still isn't selling. Same amount of time, wildly different outcome. But I want to be honest with you about what that time actually looks like, because it isn't the same for everyone. Sometimes the system catches fast and you make a lot of money in a matter of weeks. And sometimes you have to accept that you'll put in real work for months before you see much of anything. I've lived both ends of that with different books across my own career. My very first book ever made $25,000 in the first 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and then it got blocked because I wasn't an expert yet and I'd used a trademarked word in the title without realizing it. That's a story for another day, but the point is that's the fast end. It can move quickly. And then I've lived the complete opposite. A book where the first 3-4 months I was making $300-400, constantly uploading content, constantly promoting it, and the number just sat there. It would have been so easy to quit in month 2 and call it a failure, but I kept feeding the system and then something clicked and the money started coming. Same effort the whole way through. The results just showed up on their own schedule. So I'm not gonna tell you it's instant, because sometimes it isn't. What I tell you is the work compounds, and the people who win at this aren't the clever ones. They're the ones who kept going while the system did its slow thing in the background. They started and they didn't stop. So if you're watching this still trying to decide whether organic is worth the time, I gently push back on that. The time's already moving. The only real question is whether you're building something with it. And honestly, the hardest part of starting isn't the strategy, it's doing it alone, especially through those slow months I just described. So I built a free community over on School where self-publishers who are learning to market their books actually talk to each other. You can ask questions, you can see what's working for other people in the exact same spot as you, and you stop feeling like you're the only one trying to figure this out. It's completely free to join, the link's down in the description. Come say hi and meet some people who are building the same thing you are. Most people in this space call themselves a self-publisher, and that word quietly shapes everything they do. A self-publisher is someone who only does self-publishing. KDP is the whole word to them. They pull keywords straight out of Amazon's data, they publish what the data tells them to publish, and they follow the standard path everyone else follows, step by step, without ever really thinking for themselves. They've outsourced their thinking to a keyword tool. Now picture the same person, but they start calling themselves a solopreneur instead. Everything changes because a solopreneur doesn't ask what's the path everyone follows. They ask what's the smartest way to actually make money with a product online. And KDP just happens to be one of the channels they use to do it. They start finding different ways to do the same things better and easier, ways the self-publisher never even looks for because they're too busy following the path. And I'll be straight with you, the solopreneur road is a little longer and a little harder at the start. You have to learn things the keyword crowd never bothers with, but on the long run it's not even close, because here's the shift that matters most. You're not a writer who has this burning passion to sit and write every single day of your life. Maybe you are, and that's beautiful, but that's not the job here. You're an entrepreneur who wants to make money with products online. And a book is just one of those products. When that clicks, your whole belief system flips. Amazon stops being this sacred path you have to follow perfectly or you'll fail. It becomes what it actually is, a place to sell your products. A really good one trusted by millions of people, but still just a channel. You are the business, Amazon's the channel. And the second you see it that way, you stop being at the mercy of the keyword and you start running an actual company. Now, I know the objection here because I had it too. You're thinking you need a big audience for any of this to work. You don't. That couple's book I mentioned, the one doing 6 figures, I didn't have some huge following when it took off. It sold because it was the right book for a very specific person, and the content I made spoke directly to that person. A small specific audience that actually wants your exact book beats a giant audience that doesn't care, every time. And here's where most publishers get it backwards. They think publishing more books is marketing. It isn't. Publishing 10 mediocre books just gives you 10 things nobody can market, because a mediocre book is an unmarketable book. Marketing is everything that happens after someone discovers your book, the content that pulls them in, the trust you build, the reason they choose yours. The book is the product, the marketing is the system around it. Those are two completely different jobs. So let me actually show you what the system looks like, because up to now I've been telling you it exists without showing you the shape of it. Picture your book sitting at the center of everything. That's the sun. Everything else orbits around that one thing. The first thing orbiting it is your content, short videos on TikTok and Instagram, content that speaks to the exact reader your book is for. That content isn't there to go viral, it's there to act as gravity. It pulls the right person out of their feed and toward your book. That's the track part. And it's the engine that replaces the ad spam, because instead of renting attention, you're creating it once and letting it work forever. Here's the mechanism that makes it actually work, and this is the part almost nobody understands. When your content sends a new person to your Amazon listing, Amazon's algorithm, the A10, notices that the traffic came from outside Amazon. And Amazon loves that because you just brought them a customer they didn't have. So they reward you by pushing your book higher in their own search results. You're not fighting the algorithm for a keyword, you're feeding it exactly what it wants, and it pays you back with free organic placement on top of the sales your content already drove. And this is why I say Amazon isn't the platform, it's the engine. Most people treat it like a slot machine you feed and pray to. It isn't. It's a trusted marketplace that millions of people already shop on, and your job is to send the right people to it from the side. Your content is a permanent asset. A video you post keeps working for months, sending people to your book the whole time. An ad does the opposite. The second you stop paying, it dies. Content is owned, ads are rented. That difference is the entire game. Now, the content side of this is the piece people struggle with most, because making short videos that actually pull the right reader in is a real skill. It's how I drove every one of those sales without spending a cent on ads. I put everything I know about it into my content marketing for self-publishers course, the exact way I write hooks, structure videos, and turn a scroll into sale on Amazon. If you want to go deeper on the content engine specifically, the link's in the description. But keep watching, because the system only works when all the pieces connect, and I want to show you the rest. The whole system runs in 4 stages, and once you see them laid out, you'll get why every piece matters. Attract is the content we just talked about, pulling the right reader in. Then comes capture, and this is the stage almost everyone skips, which is exactly why almost everyone stays dependent on Amazon forever. Capturing means turning a reader into someone you own the relationship with. You do that with a pre-resource, a lead magnet offered inside your book, and through your content, something so useful the reader happily gives you their email to get it. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. When someone buys your book on Amazon, Amazon owns that customer, not you. You don't get their email, you don't get to talk to them again, nothing. The email list is the one asset Amazon can never take from you. And it's the thing that survives an algorithm change or even an account ban. Then convert, which mostly takes care of itself once attract and capture are running. And here's something that surprised me when I first saw it in my own numbers. Readers don't all buy on the same timeline. Someone finds your content today and buys in 3 weeks. Someone else found you 3 months ago and buys today. They're all moving through know, like, trust at their own pace. So when you're consistent, you're not waiting on one person. You've got people at every stage of that journey at once. And the sales start arriving in a steady trickle instead of one big spike. That's what consistency actually buys you. A pipeline instead of a lottery ticket. And then scale, which is where most people think you should start, and it's actually the very last thing. Here's where I'm gonna disagree with my own reputation a little, because people assume I'm anti-ads. I'm not. Amazon ads are a real tool, a good one. The problem is purely when you use them. Running ads on a brand new unvalidated book is gambling. You're paying to send strangers to something you don't even know converts yet. But once your book has organic sales, real reviews, and you've proven people actually want it, ads stop being a gamble and become an amplifier. Now you're pouring fuel on a fire that's already lit instead of trying to light wet wood with a $100 bill. Same tool, completely different result, and the only thing that changed is the order you did it in. So ads aren't first, they're last. They're the thing you add once the organic system has already proven the book works. And at that point, they become one of the most passive income layers you can build. Start with them and they'll bleed you. End with them and they'll scale you. So that's the whole thing. You were told you had 2 options, pour money into ads or wait around hoping, and the truth is there was always a third one sitting right there. Build the system. Put the book at the center. Let your content pull the right reader in. Capture the relationship Amazon won't give you, and let the whole thing compound while you sleep. Amazon was never the business. Amazon is the supplier. You are the business. The day that clicks is the day self-publishing stops feeling like a slot machine and starts feeling like something you actually control. And remember, the time's gonna pass either way. A year from now, you'll either have a system that's been running and compounding, or you'll have spent another year deciding. Same time, your call. If you want the content side of this dialed in, the exact way I make videos that send readers to my books without $1 of ad spend, my content marketing for self-publishers course breaks the whole thing down, and the link's waiting for you in the description. I'll see you in the next one.